All right, let's go to the last segment of the show, which is
Judge. Yeah, we did
Judge
on
call.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah, high five.
Every time we do that, we're like just do
Judge,
high five.
Judge.
All right, so this week's Judge call is on Flashback, or at least a very particular interaction of Flashback and another card called Spell Queller.
Ooh.
So what is this Flashback? So you can cast a spell, and then the card has the Flashback ability. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its Flashback cost, then exile it. Okay, so you cast a spell. So let's say Think Twice. Think Twice is 1 blue and 1 generic for for draw a card instant speed.
Okay.
And you can flash it back for 1 blue and 2 generic, and then you draw another card. But then this spell goes to exile. All right. So what happens when you counter that spell?
Counter flashback?
Yeah. Let's say you just counter spell a flashback.
Goes to exile.
Yeah. So it goes to exile. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was meant to go to exile. It will go to exile. What happens if you remand it?
Goes to exile.
Yeah, okay, so remand it is supposed to push it back to your hand. Same goes with Venser. If you cast a Venser, it will bounce the spell back to your hand. But instead of bouncing a spell back to your hand, it goes to exile. So this is also true with cards like Snapcaster Mage, with cards like
Goblin Dark Dwellers.
Goblin Dark Dwellers. Goblin Dark Dwellers does not specifically say that the
Give it flashback.
Yeah, to give it flashback. But because it bounces it, it tells you that this card is meant to be exiled at the end of the turn. Or by the resolution of casting the spell, it will go to exile. So that's one of the quirky rules about Magic the Gathering. So what happens when you cast Spell Queller to exile this thing twice? So it goes to exile, right? What happens when the Spell Queller leaves?
That happens.
Oh. I forgot to turn off my phone, but now we'll let it ring for a while. So what happens when the Spell Queller leaves?
Goes to exile?
So no. You know the proper answer because we discussed it earlier. Okay,
it was for effect.
So the spell actually comes back. You can cast the spell again.
Okay.
So this and then that spell will go into the graveyard, and not what most people think, which is you cannot cast a spell, and then after that, half of the people who think that you can cast a spell, it will go to it will be exiled. No, it goes back to your graveyard. Why so? All right. So, like we mentioned before, when you cast this spell, no matter what happens to the spell, you will exile it. Okay. And true enough, Spell Queller does exile it. So it goes to this place called the Exile Zone. So now it's happy.
Yay.
It knows it's going to the Exile Zone. Yay, that's all in good. But now this card in the Exile Zone is actually referenced to the Spell Queller. So now when the Spell Queller leaves, you get to cast this spell again.
Okay.
And the reason why it goes back into the graveyard is because you're not casting it for its flashback cost. You cast it for its flashback cost, it goes to the exile. But now Spell Queller leaves, you can cast that spell again. It lands back into your graveyard. And then you can flash back that spell again.
Ooh.
Awesome, right?
It's pretty good.
So yeah, 3 times, you can cast a spell 3 times.
So when it sounds flashbacks like, I don't know, man, something else.
Yeah, if a guy flashes back like a Lingering Souls,
Yeah.
try not to, unless of course you are about to win, do not Spell Queller that.
Don't do that.
Okay, anyway, we're going to end off the show so that I can go and answer my phone.
Yeah.
Right. You've been listening to the Power 9 podcast, and thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not you. You.
If you're not watching the video version, you can find the video version on youtube.com/ well, we don't have our own namesake yet, so it's just search in Power 9 podcast. You'll find us there. You can also find us on MTG Cast. You can find us on iTunes, and you can find us every week on power9podcast.com. You can also find us on facebook.com/power9podcast. We put all the updates there, so just go there. You'll find like links to the videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Recently, we released the pre-release unboxing video.
With
and-
Mark Tan.
Yeah, we marked that. And this week, I'm going to be recording the another episode of Too High Too Low,
Whoa, that sounds fun.
where we get my brother who doesn't know that much about Magic. So he knows about Magic, so he's going to rate the cards he's going to price the cards according to what he reads on the card.
Okay.
So yeah. And that's quite fun.
And yeah.
The last episode went pretty well, so we'll do another one this weekend.
Yeah.
And you can find us on Instagram at Power9 Podcast, and you can find us on Twitter at Power9 Podcast. The 9 is a number 9. You can find Alfian at
Oppressive.
Otpressive.
Oh, that's on Twitter. Yeah.
OATPP.
OATPPRESSIVE.
Yeah. And get oat, man. And you can find me on the Asian Judge. You can also find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/theasianjudge, twitch.tv/scription, which is script and ion.
Script Ion.
Yeah.
Scripted Ion.
Scripted ion. Scripted ion. What other things do we mention about?
I don't know.
Alright. So for myself and Alfian, we hope you enjoy yourself. We're signing off.
Have a great day.
Ciao.
Bye.
Who the fuck needs to call me now?